Spurgeon here with RevZilla, and in this video we're going to break down the Sedici Garda H2O jacket and pants available at RevZilla.com. So Sedici is one of our exclusive brands here at RevZilla, and really what that means for you is we get to give direct feedback to the designers based on what you're providing us with insight information, as well as what we're looking for from sets of gear. And the new Garda jacket is a giant step forward from anything that we've seen from Sedici in the past. Personally, I've gotten to ride with this down in Texas. I absolutely loved it, especially considering the price point. The jacket's coming in around the $230 mark. The pants are coming in around $190. So together you can get a complete outfit for just over the $400 price point. Now really, who this is aimed at, think adventure touring with a little bit of an off-road bend to it. If we were naming this the way we'd name a set of tires, I would say this is an 80-20 option. Again, you can do a little bit of off-roading with this, but if you're like me, I tend to really start to sweat. This is a laminate waterproof. If you really start pushing it off-road, you might tend to overheat a little bit. But I think from a seasonality standpoint, this could be something that could be anywhere from 3 to 4 seasons, depending on your personal comfort and the climate in which you're riding. Now I say that because it, again, is a laminate waterproof. You are gonna have direct vents throughout the piece to help with the warmer months of the year. But if you are planning on really pushing it, you know, in an off-road situation in a warm desert-like climate, it might be a bit much for you. The other thing to note here too is that this is bring your own base layer. So if you're riding in the extreme cold temperatures, much like we've seen from manufacturers like Climb, you're gonna have to layer up underneath, okay? If you wanna jump up to something like the Ventura, then you're gonna have thermal and waterproof liners built in. But really what I like about this over that particular piece is that the waterproofing is laminate. Again, I really see this as an excellent option for those of you out there using your adventure bikes as sport touring bikes. Now from a sizing standpoint, the sizes are gonna range from a small up to a 5XL for both the jacket and the pants. On my left-hand side, I've got old Smiley Pants McHugh. Give us a smile. There you go. Look at that. Oh, man, I was gonna say pearly whites, but you can't even smile using your teeth. But Pat is gonna weigh in at 225 pounds. There we go, that's what I'm looking to see. Has a 45-inch chest and stands at 6 feet. He is wearing the jacket in a large, the pants are in an extra large. I found the exact same thing. I wear the jacket in a large. I do size up one size for the pants into an extra large, but you should really have no surprises as long as you're using the size chart. What I like about the complete outfit as a whole is that all the stretch material in here makes it extremely comfortable to wear. So you get a really svelte design, but it does move with you. So let's start by breaking down the materials. You will notice that Pat is wearing this in the black and the sand. There's 3 different colors available. The all black version, there's a black and silver, and then he is wearing the black and sand for the jacket. The pants are done in the all black. And everywhere you see the sand color on this is a 600D stretch material. So Pat can move around, has a great range of motion. And then your impact zones, you're gonna have a 1200D ballistic nylon in the shoulders as well as the elbows. And again, that's your impact zones where you need it. The other thing you're gonna have here is CE level 2 armor at the elbows and the shoulders is included. Everywhere you see these little pieces of black, this is gonna be POPs reflective, and then your YKK zippers are gonna be a water resistant zip. Again, this is direct ventilation that will bypass the waterproof, so in those warmer months, you're getting direct venting as well. You're gonna have stretch down the inside of the arms. You're gonna have snaps at both the biceps as well as the forearm to fine tune the fit. And the snaps are elasticated, so they do move with you even when you have it snapped down. And then you are gonna have a little vent on the top of the bicep there as well. Working your way down to the cuff, Velcro closure, no zips, so just a single Velcro closure over the top. Sedici done and blacked out over the cuff on that. And then looking down the front, you're gonna have drop pockets, which Velcro open, and then they are gonna be lined on the inside. But again, I'd say if you have anything that has to be waterproof, this is gonna be pretty darn secure because it does fold over, but you might wanna use one of the inside pockets if you have your cell phone or something like that and you are concerned. But these are gonna be pretty darn near waterproof. We'll call them water resistant just to be safe. And then there is not gonna be any kind of a hand warmer pocket on the side. So you just have these 2 drop downs. Now, the one nitpick that I do have is from the top. You are gonna have a little bit of neoprene at the Adam's apple. But if you open this up, if you're like myself and you like to ride with the open position, there is no real snapback place to put this. I would love to see that incorporated in a next iteration of this, is being able to loop that back. We're seeing it from a lot of different manufacturers at this standpoint where they do have that loop back system. Just something to note. Pat, go ahead and face sideways for me, strike the riding position. So you're going to see that 1200 ballistic material, which is at the side. You're also going to have this little rubberized piece on top, which just kind of adds a little bit of an accent and a style. I'm not going to say that's going to do too much from a functionality standpoint, but you are going to have that extra reinforcement of that 1200D in the impact zones. Stretch is going to work down the back of the arm, underneath your armpit, and then down the side. Again, really helping with the range of motion from a stretch standpoint. And then you are going to have adjusters, a Velcro adjuster first, which is up underneath the armpit, and then a slide adjuster down the side. Really moving you around today, man, which helps to fine tune the fitment. The one thing I will note is that you have this adjuster which actually kind of pulls to the front, so it is easy to do even if you're wearing the jacket. Final adjuster down at the bottom, you do have a snap. If you open that up, the only thing that I will say as far as a Nitpick standpoint is if you use this in the full open position, there is no snap for that. So what I found when I was riding this is like I actually liked it better without it being snapped down at the bottom, but then again, this is just kind of flopping out. So for the next iteration, I would love to just have a snap there, so that's not flying out in the breeze, if you will, if you're not using it in any of the snapped positions. Pat, go ahead and face backwards for me. You are going to have a hydration pouch pocket at the back. So if you are using this in a little bit more aggressive off-roading conditions, or maybe you're just long distance touring and you want to have a hydration pack on there, that is what this pocket is for on the back. You are going to have a pass-through where you can run that hose up to the top. The one nitpick, and we'll see this when we go around to the front, is that there is no loop to hold that hydration pack hose on the front of this. You are going to have direct vents at the back, your exhaust vents, so all that air pushing through from the front has a place to go. You'll also notice as we're looking at these vents, there is this little bar tack piece that runs across the inside, so it helps to hold the vent together. So if you do snag this, you don't run the risk of ripping the vent open. Just extra little bits of reinforcement. Nice touches, especially considering the price point in which the Garda is going to be playing. At the bottom, you have a simple rabbit pouch design, so if you do have any extra pieces you want to hold with you. I know sometimes for a lot of ADV riders like myself, if I'm on the street, I'll use a different pair of gloves. So you can throw a smaller pair of little dirt gloves in there if you'd like to, or that's a perfect place to hold maybe a thermal layer if you are layering up for colder weather. Mr. McHugh, go ahead and face forward. I'm going to have you on Velcro and zip out. Now, we talked earlier about the fact that if you're running the hydration hose over top, my nitpick here is that there is nowhere to run that hose to, so it kind of ends up flopping around on you. You can kind of stuff it down your jacket and then reach out and pull it out and stuff it down again, but I would love to see just a completion of that process by just adding a little loop there to hold it. Really simple interior. If you're just wearing this with a t-shirt the way that Mr. McHugh is, still comfortable against the skin, and a few extra little drop pockets down below. If you hold the other side open for me, Pat, you will see there is going to be a Napoleon pocket. And again, that's where I'd go ahead and recommend if you're going to stuff your cell phone anywhere, just stuff it in there. Now the pants on this is going to be very similar in their design, 600D stretch with 1200D ballistic. In your impact zones, you are going to have direct vents that are going to work diagonally down across the leg for airflow. What I really liked about the pants are the fit. Very slim design, not overly bulky and baggy. The one nitpick that I do have here is that when you're getting in and out, the Velcro for this, you have to take it out. I've tried 100 times to be able to just kind of like leave this in. So every time you put the pants on and off, you have to loop that Velcro through the little buckle. It's just a bit cumbersome. But again, considering the pants are coming in around $190, I think these are going to be an excellent option for a wide variety of people out there. I like the fact that it's, again, a little bit more slim in their design. Q, just go ahead and face sideways for me so we can get a side shot of the pants. It's slim in its design, and you are going to have to take the boots off if you want to get the pants on. There's a little bit of a buckle that goes up, but really what I like is that stretch material allows for a wide range of motion. So you don't feel like, even though there's more of a slim svelte design to it, that you are really being held in one place. So overall, Pat, you can go ahead and face forward for me. I think the design of the outfit from head to toe is extremely thought out. Like I said, there's a few nitpicks that I do have with this, but considering the fact that you're looking around the $230 price point for the jacket, around $190 for the pants, I think this is going to be an awesome option for a lot of riders. I have it in black and I absolutely love it. It has become pretty much my go-to street outfit. The only problem that I have with it personally is I do overheat. So for me, anything over 75, 80 degrees, I'm going to be looking for something a little bit more ventilated. But it really depends from a seasonality standpoint on your personal preferences. Now, there's a lot of riders out there that are currently using this. If you want to hear more about what they have to say, click the info button on your desktop or mobile device. You can read other rider reviews from folks that are putting the Sedici Garda H2O jacket and pants through their paces. If you're still not sure as to which outfit is right for you and your riding style, you can always give one of our gear geeks a shout at 877-792-9455 or shoot an email over to cs@revzilla.com. They can walk you through all the different options that are available for your bike and your riding style. I want to thank you for joining myself and Mr. Smiley Pants over here for the look at the Sedici Garda H2O jacket and pants. I'm Spurge. Enjoy the ride.